my captain.
That day, when I stepped onto the desk, my legs were shaking like crazy. But you know what? It was the first time in my life I actually felt alive. If your whole life came with a script written for you, would you dare to tear it up? My name is Todd Anderson, just another nobody thrown into an elite boarding school. The school preached tradition, discipline, honor, excellence. Fancy words that really just meant do as you're told. My parents wanted me quiet, obedient, accepted into a good college, preferably with no emotions attached. Until that year, I met him. The English teacher who dragged us out of numbness. First class. He walked in with no notes, no roll call, just this mischievous smile. What he said shocked the entire class awake.
Medicine, law, business, engineering, these are noble pursuits and necessary to sustain life. But poetry, beauty, romance, love, these are what we stay alive for.
He said textbooks weren't the Bible, teachers weren't gods, and our future wasn't some pre-printed template. He told us to stop just memorizing answers and start asking questions. For the first time, I realized a teacher's voice didn't have to sound like an order. It could be an invitation. I later realized he wasn't really teaching us essays. He was teaching us how to live. He made us stand on our desks, told us to look at the world from a different angle. He said the world wouldn't remember our grades, but it might remember our courage. Back then, I didn't get it. I just thought he was crazy, but maybe the kind of crazy I needed. We secretly revived an old club, the Dead Poets Society, at night. We'd sneak out of school and hide in a cave in the woods. No rules, no teachers, no parents, just candlelight, echoes, and the voices we'd buried deep inside. Some of us read poetry, some shared secrets, and finally admitted they didn't want the life that had been planned for them. And me? I just sat in the corner, listening, secretly wishing that one day I'd be able to speak too. But you know how it is? Freedom always sounds too loud to someone. Parents wanted obedience, the school wanted conformity, and our future felt like a contract already signed for us. One of us wanted to act, another wanted to write, some just wanted to be themselves. Reality kept telling us what you want and what you're supposed to want are never the same thing. During that time, I watched the people around me slowly crushed, and I saw that helpless pain in our teachers' eyes. The real collapse came after what happened. At night, we had lost a friend and the illusion that our world was unbreakable. The adults looked for someone to blame. The school wanted to escape you, and the easiest target was the man who taught us to think freely. They wanted us to sign papers to say it was all the teacher's fault. I was terrified, scared to lose school, scared to lose my future, and in the end, I almost lost myself. By the time I realized what I'd done, he was already being forced out. It was his last time in our classroom. He packed up his things and walked past us, and all I could do was stare at my desk. Then it hit me. If I didn't stand up now, I might never stand up again.
Oh, Captain, my captain.
I was still shaking, but I knew I wasn't the only one shaking. 1, 2, 3. More and more people stood up. None of us said much, but that row of desks was our answer to him, and to ourselves. In that moment, I finally got it. He never wanted us to become excellent students. He wanted us to become people with a soul. Many years later, I've long since left that school. I can't remember what grades I got, but I'll never forget that shaky wooden desk. Every time I'm scared or want to give up, I climb back up there in my mind, and I tell myself, this time, I won't just play a role in someone else's script. I'm gonna write my own line.